6'3", number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for James Harden.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Cavaliers, the Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. James Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Merrill in at the 3. Grant, 2 teams with very high hopes for the postseason. This should be a fantastic matchup.
You know, B.A., I've had this one circled on my calendar. Both sides have talent. They're exciting. You know, it's the kind of game that could come down to the last shot.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen.
Oh my gracious!
Just incredible!
That is a monster finish. Adding some extra style to the slam. Okay, what a move by Allen.
Now here's Alexander Walker. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Here's Okongwu. Counted.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Merrill outside. Pass to Mobley. Back to Merrill. Fires the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Yeah, classic dish from the big man to the outside. Mobley saw his team had an opening on the arc.
Now here's Johnson. Outside, Alexander Walker. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Harden with it. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Talk about a high percentage look. Allen right at the rim.
Now here's Alexander Walker, taking command on offense when they need him, putting up 21 a game. Drops in the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Cleveland working the ball around now. Outside Harden. Back to Mobley. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
Out to the right wing. Johnson against Mobley. Back to Harden. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Knocks down the long J.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
McCollum into the lane.
Fiery drive by McCollum, going in hard and finding himself a foul on the way to his shot.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws tonight.
C.J. McCollum taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And McCollum drops them both.
Yeah, now a veteran in the league, McCollum's combo guard style of play is valuable to this team.
Outside Mitchell. to the paint. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
Now here's Mitchell. Still without a bucket. Misfires on the corner three. Right side, Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on Mitchell. Alexander Walker. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland leading by 5. Mobley outside. It's Merrill on the wing. Pass to Mitchell. From downtown. On target from range.
You could see that Mitchell was hungry on that play, ready to fire as soon as he touched that ball.
Hawks trail by 8. Outside Johnson. Back to McCollum. Puts up a 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Harden finds Allen. And Mobley throws it down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A different look for Cleveland. Bryant, he's checked in for Jared Allen, and Ellis is subbed in for Merrill. Atlanta also making some changes. Kuminga comes in for C.J. McCollum, and Kispert is subbed in for Alexander Walker. Cleveland on D. 10-point lead. Outside Johnson. Kuminga goes in. And miss after miss right now.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Here's a great chance to look at the teams putting up the most points. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The 4th spot held by the Cavs.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Hawks trail by 11. And here's Daniels. He's scoreless. Over to the wing. Kuminga down low. He's guarded by Ellis. And there's Kuminga. That one's good on the assist by Daniels. Ellis outside. From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Atlanta. Now here's Johnson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
And on top of that, he made a massive impact with his rebounding.
Now here's Daniels. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. 4-3. Daniels misses. Cleveland leading by 9. Bryant finds Mitchell. Count it. Good. Mitchell's got 5.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Kispert, the pass to Kuminga. Back to Kispert for 3. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Cleveland working the ball around now. From deep, Mitchell. Yes, sir, and it's Bryant picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Pass to Kuminga. There's the 3. He drops it from range. He's got 5.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Mobley, coming off a solid outing against Memphis. The fadeaway, count it. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's Daniels. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, man, and that is why Mitchell has won a dunk contest before. He knows how to get a few style points.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Daniels, that one's true.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Mobley outside. Pass to Ellis. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Hawks. Kuminga, the pass to Johnson. He's off on the layup.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And so it's Cleveland, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Rizachet out there with Kuminga. Then there's Corey Kispert. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's McCollum at the one. And here are the Cavaliers now. They've led by as many as 14. Just 2 to shoot. And the shot no good. A bit short.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him shot.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Coming into the league, a lot of people see Zachary Rizachet as a 3-and-D guy. The question becomes, what more can he bring to the table as he matures as a player?
And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical component for a team to play effective defense?
I would say being bought in. If players are bought in, you could overcome individual deficiencies.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Guys, back to you.
All about that connection. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's McCollum. 17 points in his last outing.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Strus. Launches it. Drills it from deep. Strus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Knocks down the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Merrill, he's checked in for Cleveland. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You gotta be a good team to reach that feat. The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
McCollum's got space. And another basket for Atlanta. Now Schroeder. And in that win against the Grizzlies, he's another guy who played really well. Ellis on the wing. Risache covering. It's intercepted. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to McCollum. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Fires for three. And McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got 12.
Yeah, defending the pick and roll. You have to stop the ball, especially when it's C.J. McCollum controlling it.
And here's Schroeder outside. Kispert grabs a miss.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
And Atlanta hits again from deep.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Now here's Schroeder. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Merrill outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. Harden comes in for Schroeder. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Jalen Johnson comes in for Kuminga. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for Risache. And it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert. Now here's McCollum. He's got 12.
Yeah, McCollum excels at everything on the court. And man, he is putting on a show.
Outside Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Last time they met in Atlanta.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
This defensive game plan is easy, keeping it the same, making them change things.
They grab their own miss. Outside Johnson. Goes back up. Tomlin pulls it in.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. When we talk about Donovan Mitchell, Richard, how impressed are you with his leadership?
He's been great. Every season, Mitchell has accepted more and more responsibility. He knows he's looked at as a leader, and his drive to win really motivates those around him.
Risache, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Alexander Walker. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Woo, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Outside Harden. And he hits the jump shot. Harden's got 5 now.
You think about James Harden. Here's a guy who's played with KD, Russ, CP3, Kyrie. So many great players.
Daniels outside. Back to Risache. Launches a 3. Drains the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Cavaliers lead by 3. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Merrill. Takes the 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, he is feeling it. 3 trifectas here in the second quarter. 4 already for the game.
Now here's Daniels. 11 points for him last game against New York. Now here's Okongwu. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Alexander Walker. Counted from distance. Give him 8.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
There's 1:17 left to play in the half. Risache drives in. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Merrill on the wing. Guarded by Okongwu. Hits the trifecta.
He is lighting them up from range this period. This team has made a concerted effort to get him shots.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Here's Risache. Shot from the low post is good. Risache's got 6 in the quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
The 3 from Mitchell. Second chance effort. There's the triple. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Risache. 6 points for him. Uses the glass on the layup. Risache's got 8.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop it.
The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Cavaliers on top. They're up by 8. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. The Timberwolves will face off against the Magic in Orlando. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off, Eastern Time.
Either team could come away with the W and win this one.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Cavaliers.
They've been locked in. I mean, locked in. They know what they want, and they know how to get it. Kind of like Shaq at the barbecue.
Say, Diesel, what's your favorite dish at a cookout?
Cereal in a bowl. At a barbecue?
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
The Cavaliers lead by 8. Mobley and Allen control the paint for him. James Harden out there with Mitchell. And it's Merrill in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Pass to Harden. Mobley, a screen on McCollum to the inside. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Daniels passes to McCollum. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. McCollum's got 16 points now.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Mobley outside. Cleveland working the ball around now. Mobley on a screen. To the middle. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Over Okongwu. The rebound by the Hawks. McCollum outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Mobley finds Mitchell. With the teardrop. And he lays it in. 18 points for him.
It's the strength of Mitchell, one of the strongest guards we might have ever seen.
Back to McCollum. Outside, Alexander Walker. Off the mark there with a three. Cleveland leading by 8. Merrill outside. Pass to Allen. Outside for Mitchell. From behind the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Here's McCollum. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter. The Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." B.A., back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Onyeka Okongwu.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game, and a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. McCollum against Harden from the arc. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got 11.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 21. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
Here's Merrill. 15 points in the game. Pass to Harden. And here's Merrill, covered by Daniels. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Cleveland leading by 4. Mitchell finds Mobley. Now Mitchell. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Here's Okongwu. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Back to Merrill. Harden surveying the D. No good on the 3. Hawks trail by 6. Alexander Walker with it. He's got 13. Here's Daniels. And Atlanta misses again. Outside Mitchell. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Fires the 3. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Merrill. 15 points in the game. Johnson with it, now guarded by Mobley. Here's Daniels. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Outside Mitchell. The rebound by the Hawks. Daniels outside. Up top McCollum. And Sam Merrill picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Ellis is checked in. Kuminga, he's checked in for the Hawks. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Atlanta making some changes. Landale's checked in for Okongwu, and Corey Kispert subbed in for Daniels. McCollum looks around, pulls up, and the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Allen finds Mobley. Fades back. That one goes in. Mobley's got 8.
Finding and taking those opportunities. Mobley does a good job of not passing up that good mid-range shot.
Johnson with a bucket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Mitchell, defended by Kispert. Mobley outside. Pass to Ellis. Down low. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
A minute 39 left to play in the third quarter. There's McCollum with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Now it's a 7-point Cleveland lead. The Hawks have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Johnson a screen on Harden. For 3, McCollum. The rebound by Allen. Allen's,
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
and he makes it. Mobley's got 6 in the quarter.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
And here's Landale. No made baskets yet. High arcing shot. McCollum's shot is off. The Cavaliers lead by 9. Here's Mitchell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second team foul.
Pushing the action, getting downhill. Mitchell makes things happen.
Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he drops it first.
And the preparation from Mitchell has made him dangerous in every facet of the game.
For the Cavaliers, Tomlin's checked in for Mobley. Merrill comes in for Ellis. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Harden. Atlanta also making some changes. Risache comes in for Johnson. And Vincent is subbed in for McCollum. Both free throws good from Mitchell.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Vincent's gotten his first bucket of the night. The Cavaliers have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in this second half. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Tomlin. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Pass to Vincent. Back to Kuminga from outside the arc. Fires in the triple. Kuminga's got 8 points.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Ooh, he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure.
The previous play is under review.
But it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for Cleveland. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Zachary Risachet. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Kispert, and it's Landale in at center. Pass to Tomlin. Harden against McCollum. Now Merrill. The three. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists here tonight.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Yep, that one's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Landale. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And Atlanta with possession here. After the basket by Cleveland. Pass to Risachet. Takes one from 10 feet. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Cleveland working the ball around now. Harden against Kuminga. And he lobs it up. It's stolen by Kuminga. And here they come. Now Landale, defended by Harden. There's McCollum with the three. Doesn't go for him.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Ellis. Over Risachet. And no good, trying to use the glass. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Down by 12. From deep. And Bryant pulls it down.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Inside, they swipe it. In transition, here they come. Three-pointer Kispert. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Bryant. Mobley comes in for Tomlin. Mitchell's checked in for Ellis. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for James Harden. Atlanta also making some changes. Bradley, he's checked in for Landale. Johnson comes in for Risachet. And Hield is subbed in for Kispert. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's McCollum. After the basket by Cleveland. Hield, the screen on Schroeder. Outside Hield. Takes a three. And the Hawks with another three.
And that's what Hield is paid to do. Stretch the floor for this offense.
Cleveland leading by 8. It's stolen by Johnson. McCollum outside. Pass to Kuminga. Shoots over Schroeder. And there's Kuminga. That one's good on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 7 assists in the game. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. That gives him a double-double.
Well-run play, and Mitchell puts it in the perfect spot.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Schroeder against McCollum. Basket counts. McCollum's got 22.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Schroeder can't get it to go. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Atlanta making some changes. A Okongwu's checked in for Bradley. Daniels comes in for Heald. And it's Alexander Walker in for McCollum. Hawks trail by 6. Alexander Walker, the pass to Daniels. Outside, Alexander Walker. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Alexander Walker's got 10 points in just the second half. Outside Mitchell. Here's Merrill. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Now Mobley. Just 5 to shoot. Mitchell fires! And he nails it!
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Kuminga! Allen rips down the board. The Cavaliers lead by 10. Mitchell.
The fearlessness of Mitchell is just ridiculous. He takes pride in going at the defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. James Harden, he's checked in for Schroeder. First one falls.
Mitchell just continues to improve every season, and now he's one of the game's elite players.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hawks trail by 12. Outside, Alexander Walker. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
And not only does Kuminga get the whistle, but he fights to make sure the bucket goes down.
Donovan Kuminga at the line for 1.
And that one misses. Cleveland leading by 10. Harden. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Athletic move by Harden. Okay, I see you throwing it down on top of the defense.
The Hawks have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Now Kuminga. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Mitchell, quick 2, all net.
So prolific. Mitchell's a guy who can put up 50, 60, and he's even proven to put up 70. Sheesh.
Now Kuminga.
Donovan Kuminga, 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's long, explosive, and right now it's about adding to his game.
Both free throws, good for Kuminga. Now here's Mitchell. 1:36 left in the final quarter. Mobley, a screen on Daniels. Mitchell into the lane. A fantastic drive by Mitchell.
The speed and confidence of Mitchell on display. A master at knifing his way to the rim.
Jonathan Kuminga. Allen rips down the board. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution. And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed Nice win here for the Cavaliers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And so they powered. Wow! I can't believe he just did that!
Just wow!
See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
Atlanta's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Outside, Alexander Walker. Kuminga. Oh, he jammed it!
Kuminga, assisted by Alexander Walker.
Here's Harden. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell against Daniels. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup!
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Johnson a screen on Harden. Johnson outside. They double him with Mobley. Picked up by Okongwu. Oh, he nailed the jumper. Mitchell fires! And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
James, night in and night out, this team comes ready to perform. What does this win say about your collective focus?
We've had that same mentality all year long, whether it's bad record teams or guys in and out the lineups. We just had a mindset all season that this year is going to be special. So, no matter who it is we play, we go out there and just try to compete at a high level and win as many games as we can.
It's about you, not the opponent. You got that right. Thanks, James.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.